Three words that I would use to describe Judge Fred Fleishauer are commitment, compassion, and integrity.
Integrity, compassion, and fairness.
Honesty, integrity, and compassion. Well, I think the biggest impact that Judge Fleishauer has had on my life is that I've been married 3 times. And the third one is a charm, and it's because Fred was the officiator at the wedding. And it's lasted now for 17 years, and Fred, I think you did a pretty good job with that.
Judge Fleishauer has impacted my life in a number of ways. Working for him as a clerk within the Portage County court system, I was able to learn about the application of the law.
After watching Judge Fleishauer in court, dealing with both the victims and the defendants, and being as compassionate as he could with them, it taught me to try and be a little better with the people that I dealt with out on the streets.
He has a value system that can be admired and copied by many people, and I think it's a roadmap for success, both personally and professionally.
He truly values people from all walks of life, and he can motivate individuals to reach a higher standard.
Judge Fleishauer was a wonderful mentor, and I learned a lot, not just about the law, but about applying the law and about how to treat people.
Actually meeting his wife, Pam, our children, our sons are about the same age, so we would be at a lot of children's activities together. So my first memory of Fred is actually, who is that guy that's kind of hanging around Pam? Maybe I should warn her.
As a young deputy, I was in court an awful lot. And when he was dealing with people of Hispanic descent, if it didn't look like they were grasping the situation, he would speak to them in Spanish, which I thought was very impressive that he was taking the time. Now, a lot of times the people were very excited or happy that somebody was speaking their home language, and unfortunately sometimes they'd respond at a level of Spanish that Judge Fleishauer was not familiar with, but still he made the effort to make that connection with everybody in court.
Hands down, the most favorite project that I worked on with Judge Fleishauer was the fact that his dorm room at the University of Wisconsin back in 1963, one entire wall was covered with empty beer bottles. And he had a fabulous beer bottle collection, and I was one of his prime consumers. I would get a list and be asked to go out on a semester break or some break from school and find beer bottles that he didn't have.
We worked together to build a very solid foundation for Justice Works. It's been a lot of hard work, challenging, but very gratifying, and we, with Fred's continual support, starting as president of the organization to advisor of the board, he's enabled and empowered people to take a vision for restorative justice and turn that into Justice Works, which has become a leader in the state of Wisconsin in restorative justice practices.
If I could thank Judge Fleishauer for one thing, it would be making me more aware, making me more involved of our justice system.
Could always pick up the phone and call him, could always get his hearty laugh and chuckle on an issue, but his good sense, his good judgment, and remarkable character always came to the surface.
Judge Fleishauer, I'd like to thank you for your mentoring, your leadership, and your friendship. Your commitment to the people around you is extraordinary, and it has a great impact on many lives.
What I would like to thank Fred for, and I believe this is a very integral part of ministry's mission, is showing me the example of a person who really lives his faith. And I think that is something that is very special about Fred, and through his role modeling of that to others, he really brings people forward.
I'd like to thank him for those hours that have taken away from his family or his own personal life, because it's a burden, but he's handled it with ultimate grace and integrity.
The incredible difference that he's made in the community that I grew up in and brought Fred for the first time to this community, I believe, in 1964. And Fred, you are just like a townie now. You've done a great job. The fact that you served as our judge for an extended period of time is remarkable. But with Justice Works and all the other things that you've done, it's been just a privilege to have you as a friend and neighbor.
I would like to thank him for the amount of effort and the personal touch that he puts into everything that he gets involved with in Portage County.
I've really been amazed at how much one person can accomplish. And he really believes in the inherent good of people. And when you come from that belief system, when you have that perspective, really becomes kind of a self-prophecy. So he really has empowered me to do some good works in the community, and he empowers a lot of people in that way. So I want to thank Fred for that. I want to congratulate Fred for receiving this award. You're so well deserving of it, and you've been a wonderful leader and a wonderful attribute to this full community.
Thank you again for everything that you've done for this community, everything that you continue to do for this community, and we're so lucky to have you a part of Portage County and Central Wisconsin. Thank you.
Judge Fleishauer, I'd like to say again thank you for what you've done for me personally. As a young attorney, having the opportunity to clerk under you was instrumental in my development as a legal professional. But more importantly, I appreciate the personal guidance and friendship that you've showed over the last years to me, and the care and compassion that you show to many people in your life and in our community. Thank you.